This is Julia Brown, Fit for Butters John B, and I'm delighted today to introduce you to Greystones, which is a beautiful period property with attached annex. And our first entrance to Greystones is down this beautiful gravel driveway. Loads of shrubs and trees around. It's absolutely beautiful. Hoping that you can appreciate that from my video that I'm showing you. We have quite a large garage part way down the drive. As you can see, there is ample space here for several cars, motorhome, caravan, boat, just loads of space for you to be able to park all of your vehicles. You can see their gates to the main residence, which is where we're going to venture first, and just attached at the side you can just see the annex, which we will go to afterwards. So the walk down to the main house takes us through some very secure double gates into a beautiful courtyard, and as I'm walking down I'm hoping you can appreciate all of the detail in this property. Some lovely arched windows, absolutely beautiful. So we're in the courtyard now, which is, as you can see, a brick courtyard with lots of the main residence's windows looking onto it, which is just a delightful picture when you're looking out of your window. And we will now venture through the main front door, a great big arched doorway into the property. Here we go through into the main hallway. And as you can see, in the main hallway we've got a lovely fireplace there with log burning stove. We've got doors leading through to other areas, staircase to the main upper floor, and archway through to where the kitchen and conservatory and further rooms are. We've got an understairs cupboard here in the main hallway, and I'm just going to take you through now to the sitting room, which you will have seen the window at the beginning when we were walking in through the main courtyard. Really unusual room with this great big curved wall and long windows throwing loads of light into it. It's a really lovely room to sit and enjoy from the windows. All of the garden shrubs and trees and then inside the courtyard. And off this main sitting room there's also a very useful study, again with the same feature window. Lovely size, and how nice to be sitting at your desk and look around at that lovely garden. So we will now go through to the other part of the property. We've got an archway here that we're going through, and this leads us through to the conservatory and to the kitchen. So I'll take you through to the conservatory to begin with. The conservatory is absolutely lovely. It overlooks the rear garden, and if you can just see that through the window, you can see it feels like a parkland more than a garden. It's absolutely stunning. We've got a formal lawn here immediately by the property, but we have an array of trees and shrubs. In the distance you can see the sun house, which I will show you in more detail later. And this conservatory comes off that hallway that I've just walked through, and it also leads through to the dining room and the living room by this door here. But we'll go through there through a different route in a moment. So off the hallway here also we have the kitchen, well fitted breakfast kitchen, plenty of room for table and chairs, lots of light coming in, nicely fitted with an 8-burner range hob, which is super, and a hood above. We've got a cottage style kitchen here with part tiled walls, stainless steel sink, and lots of space and cupboards for everything that you need to store in your kitchen. Space for tall fridge freezer. We then lead through to what is actually a second hallway. There is a second front door to this property, again including the feature arch windows, and this little hallway here leads through to the dining room and the main lounge. And again you can see that door that leads through to the conservatory. Fabulous feature of this room are these beautiful timber panelled walls, which are original to the property. And then we have an archway that takes us through to this beautiful lounge. If I just do a quick sweep around, unusual shaped chimney breast there at the top, again with a log burning stove in situ. We've got a lot of light coming into the room again. Another door that opens to the conservatory. Some nice flooring here. Plenty of space, just a beautiful room to enjoy a bit of peace and quiet in your beautiful house. Then we go back into the second hallway here, and this then takes us through to an area that the current owners have designated as a library. As you can see, lovely peaceful space to sit and read your books. Again, with a great big arched window that overlooks the courtyard. So plenty of light. There's so much light comes into this house. It's really lovely. We have a staircase here then that leads up to attic room and further storage. So that's really useful. And an understairs store that houses one of the boilers, gas central heating boilers in the house. Through this door we come through to guest cloakroom and WC, but nice big room, again with lots of light. Plenty of room really if somebody wanted to add a shower to make it an ensuite, to make it a shower room for the property on the ground floor level. Here we have the games room, and for a family, or for entertaining, this is really lovely. We've got some nice feature stained glass windows in this property, as you can see. So games room here, beams to the ceiling, and this is a very special room that I'll take you through to next. This was formerly a chapel for the Franciscan sisters who used to pray in here. And when I tell you that you feel a calmness come over you as you walk in here, absolutely, I'm not lying, it's absolutely beautiful. The current owners have actually been known to do their yoga in here because it's such a calm room. Vaulted ceiling with beams, lots of light again because there are lots of windows, and if I just sweep round this room you can see again feature fireplace there. We've got a shelf here as well, which is actually an original bookshelf from when the Franciscan sisters were praying in here. So it's a lovely nice feature there. Just such a lovely room. We will now go through these fabulous arched double doors, and we're going to go back through to the main hall via the kitchen. We're just taking you along here, back through the library, back through the second hallway, through the kitchen, and passing by the conservatory, back into the little hallway which leads us back to the main hallway here. And from here I'm going to take you upstairs to the main first floor of the property, which is where the bedrooms are for the property. We've got features again all along the way. stained glass window, a staircase that goes off in two directions. So first of all we'll head this way. As you can see, vaulted ceilings with a nice Velux window there to give lots of light. We have a family bathroom here, which you can see there. And then if we go back along the landing to the side here, we have it is essentially a bedroom, this room. The owners don't use this one as a bedroom at the moment, but certainly big enough to be a bedroom. Again, this room overlooks the courtyard. It's just so delightful. Lovely arched windows there overlooking the courtyard. Then we have a bedroom here with a circular stained glass window and a lovely deep bow window. Nice big double bed in here, showing you the space that there is, and also a little recess there that could be used for a number of things. We have a wardrobe standing in there at the moment. This then leads through to an ensuite bathroom, again with a circular window, high ceiling, painted beamed ceiling there, heated towel rail, and you've got the picture of this lovely ensuite. Nice to have a full bath in your ensuite. So we're heading now down to the other side of the landing. And as I negotiate these steps, this is my favourite part of the house. Beautiful archways with brickwork surround, high ceilings with lots of light coming in. And to my left and my right, we have bedrooms, as you can see. Again with vaulted beamed ceilings, and this bedroom overlooks the rear garden, which is lovely. It's a nice single room, and we have another nice single room on the opposite side which overlooks the courtyard with a beautiful arched window and two circular windows. Such a lot of individual features to this property. We have an original built-in wardrobe and storage, and this room is, as you can see, a good double. Moving on, we again go through another set of these lovely double arched doors through to the master suite. And the master suite provides an ensuite bathroom of a reasonable size as well. Roll top bath with claw feet, retro WC and retro hand basin. Circular window there, part tiled walls, vaulted ceiling again with painted beam. Moving across to the other side of this landing, we have the dressing room, and this dressing room overlooks the rear garden. Plenty of hanging space, lovely walk-in dressing room, as you can see. Again, plenty of windows, and we also have a second gas central heating boiler to the property here. We then go through these beautiful, again it's double arched doors. These are glazed, and as you can see, that's taking you through to the master bedroom. Wow. fabulous ceiling, exposed brick fireplace with an open fire, and lots of space. Circular windows, 3 windows overlooking the rear garden. Again, it's just so pretty and so peaceful. If I just sweep round again, you can see and really appreciate the space that is in this room. It's just really lovely. Right, we're going to now take a trip back downstairs, back through all these lovely arched doorways. Lots of arches and beams to the ceiling. Such flexible accommodation, it really is. If 2 families are coming together to live together, there's more than enough space. To be fair, there's probably enough space for more than 2 families to live together. And if you have people just come to stay, guests that come and stay with you regularly, so much space, it's really lovely. Now we're going through this door here now, which takes us to the lower level of the main residence. Now to begin with, we have a little hallway here, useful, a separate loo again, more modern. And to my left here we've got a utility room, laundry room, whatever you'd like to call it. Nice Belfast sink there, looking out onto the garden again, and space for appliances, worktop and so on. The door that you can see in front of me now is the adjoining door to the annex, which is obviously something that could be open or could be closed if you're dependent what you're using the annex for. If you wanted to, for example, rent the annex out to make have an income, a rental income coming from it, then you can keep it completely separate. This is the staircase that's taken us to the lower floor, and as you can see we've got lots of light still. There is a light well in the ceiling, and we've got a lovely window that overlooks from the conservatory. We've got some windows here that overlook from the landing, and we're going down now to the cloisters. Lovely feature of this property again. So here are the cloisters, fabulous row of arched glazed windows, 2 of which have doors that open to the garden, as you can see. And we've got these fitted church pew seats and a nice big arched stained glass window at the end. So as we walk along here, you can see the outlook is really lovely. We've got a nice big workshop, storage room, or other, whatever. It could be many different things to many different people, but if you do need a workshop or you need extra storage, this is fantastic. Clearly the room could lend itself to being a little bar for entertaining, for being the children's playroom, whatever. Such a lot of flexibility here. And then as we go through here, we're leading then through to a room that is a gym that the current owners use. It's all kitted out beautifully, as you can see, complete with mirrors on the walls. Again, whilst this looks over into the cloisters, you've got the view of the garden as well. So as you're doing your exercise, that's quite relaxing. Parquet flooring, just such a lot of space. And wouldn't we all like to enjoy a gym in our home like this? Absolutely super. And whilst we've come through from the workshop to this room, it does have a door directly onto the cloisters. Okay, I'm going to take us back upstairs, and we're going to go through now from the front of the property to see the annex, which is attached to the property and gives such a lot of opportunities for different uses. So we're going back through the front door, which is one of my favourite features of this property, into the courtyard, and I'm being blessed with a lovely day today as well to do this. Back through the gates, and you can see the driveway again there, and all these beautiful trees of some age as well. So we're going to venture down to the annex. The beauty of this as well is that the garden is laid out in such a way that this almost has its own garden as well. So you can see at the front of the property here this lovely big lawn with trees and shrub beds, and at the end there, which I'll take you a walk over to soon, it's a little peaceful area to sit and enjoy a glass of wine. So there is both steps down to the annex and also a gravel sloped route. Right, we're into the hallway of the annex, which is actually quite a nice room. Could possibly be used as something more than just a hall, because it's got lovely full-length UPVC double glazed windows. There are patio doors that actually can open out from the lounge, so this is actually quite a nice area as well. Just show you that. A little bit more modern. This isn't a period property, the annex. It is something that was added on later on, and we've got a hallway here leading through. First stop is the main lounge. Good size, plenty of light because it's got the big sliding doors here throwing light in, a back bow window and also another little side window. We've got a wall mounted flame effect fire here, a floating fire, but a nice size. And as we go through here, the kitchen, well fitted, not a bad size. From the kitchen there is actually a little sort of porch, rear porch hallway, which has another door, external door, leading you out to the side of the annex and can take you through to the garden. Hope I've given you a good view of that. Then we go through and we've got a room here. It's a little bit of a storage room at the moment for furniture and so on, but could be a dining room, could be a ground floor bedroom. And the reason I mention could be a ground floor bedroom is that opposite we have a full bathroom with hand wash basin and bath, shower over the bath, and an airing cupboard. And to the side of that we have a separate WC. So for somebody that can't make the stairs, for somebody that needs ground floor accommodation, it can be accommodated here. We've got an airing cupboard here then with another gas central heating boiler that serves the annex. And behind this door we also have another door that actually leads into storage that goes through to that bathroom. So back into the hallway, approaching the lounge again, we're going to turn the corner here, past the understairs stall and up the stairs to the upper floor of the annex. You can see here the other side of the door that we saw in the main residence, which is locked on the other side at the moment, but again, because it's there, if it were for family or friends staying, could easily be accessible from the main house. Quite a substantial landing to this one. The property is actually quite a big property. You've got a big loft access there as well. And we're into one of the 3 bedrooms upstairs, which just sweep round for you. Really nice size, this one. Looks over the front garden. And as do all the bedrooms on the first floor, has an adjoining ensuite shower room. Plenty of light, nice and bright and clean. Lends itself very well for renting out if a rental income is something that interests you. But super accommodation for friends that might be visiting or family, or indeed if you're an organisation that is looking for a property that gives you the possibility of serving many different stakeholders that may have those sort of needs. Another bedroom here. Again, looks over the garden here. You can see into the rear garden from this window. You can see a little bit of the side of the property. And then we're then going from here into the ensuite shower room for this property. I'm just going to turn my camera around to do a sweep so that you can get a better idea. Okay. And then on to the third of the 3 bedrooms in the annex. Super double bedroom, this one. Lots of light again, lots of windows. Looking over onto the rear garden. You can see there the back of, that's the conservatory we're looking on at the moment, and at the bottom you can see the cloisters, and then at the top we've got the bedroom windows at the back of the house. And then again, ensuite shower room. I'm just going to twizzle us around again. Good ensuite shower room there with storage, airing cupboard. Right, I think we'll have a little walk into the garden so that you can see that space. We're just going back down the stairs in the annex. And at the bottom of the stairs facing the hallway, we've got the lounge off there and the kitchen, as you can see again. Lots and lots of space. And when this was built, just to tie in a little bit of detail with the main house, they've given us a lovely archway as well. Okay. So outside again at the front of the annex, I'm going to do a little walk around this beautiful garden. Stunning trees overhanging everywhere, rhododendrons, hydrangeas, to mention just a few. And as we walk to the bottom of this garden, or rather the front, right at the front of this garden, you can see this fabulous, very old wall, and built into this lovely wall is this lovely little hideaway area to sit with friends enjoy a drink, or whatever you would want to do. It's like a little cave. It's super. And if I look back, you can see then that's the annex immediately in front of us, and you can see attached to the side just a little bit of the main residence there. Just beautiful. There are some steps and a little gravel pathway then that lead up to the garage and the main drive there. Now from here we'll take a walk through to the main garden of the residence at the rear, which is absolutely delightful. Children would thoroughly enjoy exploring this garden. I think I know some adults that would thoroughly enjoy exploring this garden. Just take your walk. We're going to the side of the annex, which gives us gated access to the main rear garden. Got some nice veggie beds going here. This door is from the kitchen in the annex, as you can see, and then we go through the gated entrance, and this is bringing us to the lawn that you could see from the windows in some of the video previously. And if I just take a little walk over here, I can see this pathway. You can see the rear of the property, which gives you a bit more of an idea of the size of it actually. Really, really stunning property. So, a little tour into this beautiful garden with lots of interesting features, shrubs, beautiful trees. As I said before, trees of some age. Some of these trees do have TPOs on them. That's tree preservation orders to keep them from being cut down. We've got a little keeper's archway there, which we'll have a walk down in a moment. And again, an array of shrubs, hydrangeas, rhododendrons, laurel. Got a little apple tree there. We have a little pond there with some beautiful pond plants. It's just like a walk in a park. It's absolutely gorgeous. And the reward at the end of this path is this super summer house. You can see lawned areas again in amongst the trees and the shrubs. Sorry about the crunching of my feet on the gravel pathway as we're going along. How beautiful is this? So we have this lovely sun lounge here. It's a little sun house. Chairs ready for you to sit and enjoy this beautiful view looking back. Just stunning. And if I just take us into the sun house, we've got a quarry, a tiled floor. There's an electric heating bar there. Again, we've got the it's an unusual shape room with the arched windows and arched door again, just keeping that theme going through, which is fabulous. And to the rear here, you can see we do have, there is a toilet there, which is useful when you're this far away from the house, and also a little sink area. So again, super for entertaining, super for children, super for just enjoying a little retreat in your beautiful parkland garden. So I'm going to head back to the little keeper's archway and take us a little walk down the steps from there so that you can get a better idea of the rest of the garden, which runs down into a dip. Very private. Got some nice holly here as well for the Christmas period. Lots of lovely shrubs and ferns, spirea, and as we go through this archway you can see there is a path of steps leading down through this wooded area. Just watching my step as I go down. Coming up to another beautiful blue hydrangea. And we're now on this lower lawn here. You can just see the little sun house in the background there. And this leads down to another pond which is fed by a natural spring at the bottom here. So many different types of trees here, so many different types of shrubs. It really is just beautiful. So as I work my way back up to the main residence, I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. If you are interested in any further details on the property, please do give our Butters John B Newcastle office a call on 01782 622 155. We'd love to hear from you.